8.2 homework is all about rates. Remember, rates is another word for speed, which is another word for slope. Basically, it's something per something. Miles per hour, bananas per day, whatever it is. So write your name. All right, now, I went online and actually got these off of the online scale. So here's what they want you to do. You can write a unit rate in two ways. You can write it limes per oranges or oranges per lime. So we have to write this two ways. So we can write 4 strawberries over 2 limes, which is 4 divided by 2, which is 2 strawberries per lime. So there's 2 strawberries for every 1 lime. Or we can do it the other way. We can do 2 limes. Sorry, this is going to take me extra paper. So we can also do it 2 limes divided by 4 strawberries. If I did it that way, it'd be 0.50 limes per strawberry, which means you need a half a lime for every 1 strawberry. All right, let's try the next one. It can either be 1 apple over 2 limes, or it can be 2 limes over 1 apple. The difference here is it's giving you a different kind of rate. This is 0.50 apples per lime. So this is telling you that I need a half an apple for every lime. 2 divided by 1 is 2. This is telling you that for 2 limes, you can have 1 apple. So this is a half an apple per 1 lime. So if I had to draw this, here's my half an apple, right, with my seeds, for every 1 lime. That's a terrible lime. This one's saying you can have 2 limes for a whole apple. See the difference? If I take out one of these, I have to take half the apple. And so we have the same thing, half an apple for 1 lime, or 2 limes if you want the whole apple. Okay, so oranges and apples. So we can have 4 over 3. 4 divided by 3 is 1.3 repeating, and that's oranges per apple. So that's orange per apple. So you have to have 1.33 oranges per 1 apple. Now if we did it the other way, where the 3's on top and the 4's on the bottom, that means apples were on top. So now it's apples per orange. 3 divided by 4 gives you 0.75. So you have to have 0.75 apples per 1 orange. All right, now let's do 2 over 1. That means strawberries are on top. So this is going to be strawberries per lime. 2 divided by 1 is 2, so you have to have 2 strawberries to equal 1 lime. Now let's flip it over and put 1 over 2. 1, the lime's on top. So lime per strawberry. So this is saying you have to have a half a lime per 1 strawberry, or 1 strawberry is equal to 1 half lime. And finally, 1 orange is equal to 4 strawberries. So if I put 4 over 1, that means the strawberries came first. So it's going to be strawberries per orange. 4 divided by 1 is 4, so that means I have to have 4 strawberries for every orange I put on that scale. Now let's flip it upside down so the 1's on top. The one on top means orange is on top, so it'd be orange per strawberry. 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. So I have to have 0.25 of an orange for every strawberry that I put on the scale. Okay, where's the rest of it? Okay, so part 2 of the 8.2 homework. It says, read the following elevator problem and answer the questions. Elevator A and B travel at different constant rates. So they travel at different rates, but the same rate all the time. Elevator A takes 6 seconds to travel 4 floors. Elevator B can travel 3 floors in 5 seconds. So let's pull that out. Elevator A takes 6 seconds equals 6, it's always floors over a second. So it said 4 floors in 6 seconds. Okay. Elevator B says 3 floors in 5 seconds. So now we have elevator A and elevator B. Now, each elevator starts from the ground floor. If each elevator continues to move its current speed, which elevator will arrive at the 30th floor first? Well, let's graph both of them. Let's graph A. It starts at the ground floor, and in 6 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to go up 4 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So connect that line, and I'm going to highlight that one with pink just so we know that that one's elevator A. Now, elevator B also starts at the ground floor, but in 5 seconds it goes up 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 3 floors. 1, 2, 3. I think we can fit another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, go up 3 floors. 1, 2, 3. Now if I connect that one, it's just a bit under. So let's actually find the rate. What's 4 divided by 6? If we did 4 divided by 6 in our calculator, we'd get 0.6 repeating floors per second for A. 3 divided by 5 gives you 0.6, just 0.6 floors per second. So they're really close in speed, but this guy's only going 0.6, so like 0.60. This is going 0.6 repeating, so this is like 66666 afterwards. So this guy's going just a little bit faster. So elevator A will get to the 30th floor the fastest. Well, which elevator's faster? We just figured that out. A, because its rate is 0.666 repeating floors per second, and elevator B is only 0.60 floors per second. Okay, part 3. This graph represents the relationship between the number of students in your class and the total number of dogs they own. Label the axes and write the rate. It's dogs per student. Remember, it's y over x. So they're telling us that y is the dogs. And we know that students is the x, so students should be down here. All right. So label the axes and write the rate. Well, I have 0, 0. Remember, rate, you make a table. I've got 0, 0. Find another point. There's a perfect point right there. So that's 1, 4. So 1, 4. Find the rate. We had to add 1 here. And we had to add 4 here. It's y over x, or positive 4 divided by positive 1, which is 4. So it's going to be 4 dogs per student. That's a lot of dogs per student, but still, 4 dogs per student. If this rate remained constant, how many dogs would there be if there were 36 students in the class? Well, let's think about it. We said that there were 4 dogs for every 1 student. And we want to know how many dogs there are for 36 students. So you cross multiply and divide. 4 times 36 is 140. My head hurts too bad to do mental math. 144. So that means there's going to be 144 dogs. How would your answers to question 1 and 2 differ if you had labeled your axes differently? Well, let's say that it was students per dog. So basically we flipped these and set from dogs per student to student per dogs. Well, that means this would be students and that would be dogs. So instead, I would have 4 students per dog. So for every 4 students, you have 1 dog. That would be the first answer. Now the next answer, it would be 4 students have 1 dog. I want to know how many dogs if you have 36 students. Cross multiply and divide. So 1 times 36 divided by 4 would give you 9. So our answer would only be 9 dogs this time. Look at the difference between 9 dogs and 144 dogs. Where you place these makes a big difference in your answers. All right, staying sharp. You can do that one, you can do that one. Second are the two. Okay, we'll set up a ratio. If 8 divided by 4 is equal to 11 divided by 7, then they're similar. If you score 90% on an assignment, what is the ratio of correct questions to total questions? Well, it means that you got 90 correct out of 100. And if you simplify that down, you'll get a ratio of, I believe, 9 to 10. 9 correct out of 10 total. To find the distance, I'd go ahead and make a graph. Zero, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0, 8 are 1, 2, 3 away. So there's a different distance of 3. So go ahead and do it that way, and you can do it that way. All right, see you guys in class.